Good morning students, Sairam. In today's mathematics session, we will continue with chapter 1, knowing our numbers. In today's session, we will solve the remaining problems of exercise 1.2. Let us see what is the next problem. Problem number 6, exercise 1.2. A machine on an average manufactures 2825 screws a day. How many screws did it produce in the month of January 2006? So, the number of screws produced by the machine in one day are 2825. And we have to find out the number of screws produced in the month of January. So, what are the number of days in the month of January? They are 31. So, the number of screws produced in one day are 2825. So, what will be the number of screws produced in 31 days? It will be 2825 multiplied by 31. So, we multiply the numbers like this. First, we multiply by 1. What do we get? We get 2825. Then we multiply by 3. We get 84,750. By adding these two, what we get? We get 87,575. So, the number of screws produced in the month of January 2006 are 87,575. This is the number of screws produced in the month of January 2006. Now, let's move on to the next problem. Problem number 7, exercise 1.2. A merchant had rupees 78,592 with her. She placed an order for purchasing 40 radio sets of rupees 1,200 each. How much money will remain with her after the purchase? So, the merchant has how many rupees? She has 78,592 and she purchases 40 radio sets, each worth rupees 1,200. So, what will be the money left with her? Let's see how we solve this problem. So, the cost of one radio set is rupees 1,200. So, what will be the cost of 40 radio sets? It will be 1,200 multiplied by 40. That means rupees 48,000. This is the cost of 40 radio sets. And how much is the money or the amount of money with the merchant? She has 78,592. And what is the amount of money spent? It is cost of radio sets, 40 radio sets, that is rupees 48,000. So, to find the money left with her, what we do? We subtract 48,000, that is the money spent with from 78,592, that means the money merchant has. So, to subtract, we put the numbers in columns and start subtracting from the ones place. 2 minus 0 we get 2, 9 minus 0 in tens place we get 9, then 5 minus 0 we get 5 and 8 minus 8 is 0 in thousands place and 7 minus 4 we get 3. So, the amount of money that is left with the merchant is 30,592. This will remain with her after the purchase of 40 radio sets. Let's move on to the next problem, problem number 8. A student multiplied 7,236 by 65 instead of multiplying by 56. By how much was his answer greater than the correct answer? So, the student had to multiply the number by 56, but he multiplied it by 65. So, how much is his answer greater than the correct answer? That we have to find out. So what is the difference between 65 and 56? It is 9. When we subtract 56 from 65, we get 9. That is the difference. And what is the difference in the answer? What will be the difference in the answer? It will be 7236 multiplied by 9, isn't it? So when we multiply these two, what do we get? We multiply the number by 9. 9 6 times is 966 times is 54. So we write 4 here and carry 5. 9 3 times is 27. 27 plus 5 gives us 32. We write 2 and carry over 3. Then 9 2 times is in hundreds place we have 2. 9 2 times is 18. 18 plus 3 is 21. We write 1, carry over 2 to the thousands place. 9 sevens is 63. 63 and 2 is 65. So what is the answer that we get? It is 65,124. So his answer was greater than the correct answer by 65,124. Now let's move on to the next problem. Problem number 9. Exercise 1.2, problem number 9. To stitch a shirt, 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth is needed. Out of 40 meter cloth, how many shirts can be stitched and how much cloth will remain? So there are two parts of this answer. First we have to find out how many shirts can be stitched out of 40 meter cloth and how much cloth will be remaining. So how much cloth is needed for making one shirt? It is 2 meters 15 centimeters. So let us see how we solve this problem. So the total length of the cloth is 40 meters. So what will be the length of the cloth in centimeters? It will be 40 multiplied by 100, that is 4000 centimeters. Okay. Now cloth required to stitch one shirt is 2 meter 15 centimeter. This also we convert into centimeters. So it will be 2 into 100 plus 15 centimeters. So it will be 215 centimeters. Now to find the number of shirts that can be stitched out of 4000 centimeters of cloth, we divide 4000 by 215 because 215 centimeter is required to stitch one shirt. So 4000 we will divide by 215. When we divide 4000 by 215, what do we get? We get 18 as the quotient and 130 is the remainder. That means 18 shirts can be stitched out of this cloth of 4000 centimeters. Okay, each shirt requiring 215 centimeters. We can get 18 shirts, and what will be the cloth that will remain? It will be 130 centimeter. So 18 shirts can be made and 130 centimeters, that means 1 meter 30 centimeter cloth will remain unused. Let's move on to the next problem. Problem number 9, exercise 1.2. Medicine is packed in boxes, each weighing 4 kg 500 grams. How many such boxes can be loaded in a van which cannot carry beyond 800 kg? So the medicine is packed in boxes and each box weighs 4 kg 500 grams, and the number of boxes that can be loaded in a van should not be more than 800 kg. Let us see how we find out the number of boxes that can be loaded in the van. So weight of one box is 4 kilograms 500 grams. That means it is 4 into 1000 plus 500, that means 4500 grams. And the maximum weight that can be carried by the van will be 800 kg, that means it will be 800 into 1000, that means it will be 8 lakh grams. Alright, so what will be the number of the boxes that can be loaded in the van? To find out this, we divide the number 8 lakhs grams by 4500 grams. We do the division like this, and what do we find out? We find the quotient as 177. The number is not exactly divisible. We still get the remainder 3500. But we can understand that maximum 177 boxes can be loaded in the van. So the quotient is 177, that maximum, so that maximum 177 boxes can be loaded in the van. Now let's move on to the next problem, problem number 11. The distance between the school and the house of a student's house is the distance between the school and house of a student is 1 kilometer 875 meters. Every day she walks both ways, that means 2 times she walks this distance. Okay, now find the total distance she covers in 6 days. So we have to find out in one day how much she travels, and then how much she travels, what is the total distance she covers in 6 days. Let us see how we solve this problem. So the distance between the school and the house is 1 kilometer 875 meters. We know 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So we will convert 1 kilometer 875 meters into meters. So it will be 1875 meters. Okay, so that is the distance covered in one way. So distance covered in each day, she walks 2 times, that means we have to multiply 1875 by 2. So what do we get? We get 3750 meter. This is the distance she covers in one day. Now the distance in she covers in 6 days. For that we have to multiply 3750 by 6. Okay, so we multiply 3750 by 6. What do we get? We get 22,500. So the distance covered in 6 days is 22,500 meters, or it can be said it is 22.5 kilometers or 22 kilometers 500 meters. Let's move on to the next problem, problem number 12 of exercise 1.2. A vessel has 4 liters and 500 milliliters of curd. In how many glasses each of 25 milliliter capacity can it be filled? So the vessel has 4 liters and 500 milliliters of curd, and we have to find out in how many glasses it can be filled, each glass having the capacity of 25 milliliters. So how do we solve this problem? Let us see. The capacity of the vessel is 4 liter 500 milliliters. We will convert this into milliliters. So it will be 4500 milliliters, because 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. Okay. So the capacity of the glass we have as 25 milliliters. To find out the number of glasses that can be filled, what we do? We divide 4500 milliliters by 25 milliliters. So we do the division. Here we have shown. So 25 divides 4500. What do we get? We get 180. It is exactly divisible. So 180 glasses can be filled by the curd, which is 4 liter 500 milliliters. Children, problem number 12 is the last problem of exercise 1.2. We end exercise 1.2 here. We will learn about the next topic in our coming session. Thank you.